Inflation is an economic phenomenon that affects the purchasing power of money. It's a measure of the rate at which the general level of prices for goods and services is rising, and subsequently, purchasing power is falling. Inflation can be caused by a variety of factors, and it can have a significant impact on the economy and the lives of individuals. In this script, we'll explore how inflation works and why it can be bad for people. Part 1. How inflation works. Inflation is caused by an increase in the money supply, which can happen for a variety of reasons. For example, the central bank of a country may decide to print more money in order to stimulate economic growth. This increase in the money supply leads to more money chasing the same number of goods and services, which in turn leads to an increase in prices. Another cause of inflation is an increase in demand for goods and services, which can happen as a result of population growth or economic growth. This increased demand leads to an increase in prices as businesses seek to take advantage of the increased demand by raising their prices. Inflation can also be caused by an increase in the cost of production, such as an increase in the price of raw materials or an increase in the cost of labor. This can lead to higher prices for goods and services as businesses pass on these increased costs to consumers. Part 2. The impact of inflation. Inflation can have a significant impact on the economy and the lives of individuals. For one, it can make it difficult for people to plan for their future as the value of money decreases over time. Inflation can also lead to a decrease in the purchasing power of money, which means that people have to spend more money to buy the same goods and services. Inflation can also lead to an increase in the cost of living, which can be particularly difficult for people on fixed incomes such as retirees and those living on government benefits. It can also lead to an increase in poverty as the cost of basic necessities such as food and housing becomes more expensive. Inflation can also lead to a decrease in investment and savings, as investors and savers are less likely to put their money into assets that will not keep pace with inflation. This can lead to a decrease in economic growth and job opportunities. Part 3. Conclusion. Inflation is an economic phenomenon that can have a significant impact on the economy and the lives of individuals. It's caused by an increase in the money supply, an increase in demand for goods and services, and an increase in the cost of production. It can lead to a decrease in the purchasing power of money, an increase in the cost of living, and a decrease in investment and savings. It is important for policymakers and central banks to carefully monitor inflation and take steps to keep it under control in order to promote economic growth and stability. Overall, inflation is bad for people, it erodes the purchasing power of money, makes it hard to plan for the future, and can lead to poverty and decreased economic growth. Like and subscribe for more knowledge.